Hey guys, so this is an intro to MAC foundations, a primer, if you will. The idea of doing a foundation review is actually kind of funny to me because foundation is one of those things like skincare that's really personal and depends on the person who's using the product. What makes me break out might be fine with you. What makes you look dewy might make me look all flaky and gross. It all depends on your skin type, the tools that you're using, your application technique, and whatever other products you are mixing with your foundation. That means moisturizers, primers, setting powders, fixing sprays and setting sprays, all those things will come together to alter the product that you're putting on your skin. Basically, I just want you to accept the fact that you're going to have to try something. No matter what I say, no matter what you read, no matter what a salesperson tells you, you're going to have to take a foundation home and try it out to see how it works for you. All that being said, I'm still going to be reviewing every foundation that MAC makes because I'm a crazy person, but also there are some rules and guidelines that you can follow that will help you in choosing a foundation that's best for you. And that's what this video is going to be about. It's all about finding the right foundation for you. So let's get started. The first thing that you need to ask yourself when looking for a foundation is, what do I want this to do? The second thing that you need to ask yourself is, how much effort do I want to put into this? A lot of people simply don't have the time or can't make the time that they think it's going to take to apply a whole mess of stuff on their face. But consider your lifestyle. Do you work out a lot and need something that's going to last all day? Are you going to be photographed that particular day, or maybe all the time? Is age a concern, or not at all? Do you live in a hot, humid, and sticky climate, or do you live in the Sahara? And are you in need of major coverage or just a little? Think about all those things and more, and if you've answered all those and you're still not horribly afraid, then we can start thinking about your skin type. Okay, so now you want to start thinking about your skin type. And very generally speaking, most people fall into three categories: normal or combination, oily and dry. If you have to wash your face or feel like you have to wash your face several times a day to keep the oil out of your eyes, then you probably have oily skin. If, when you wash your face, you notice that your skin is tight, maybe a little bit itchy, maybe even peeling, then you probably have dry skin. If you are oily in the T-zone but dry elsewhere, then you have normal or combination skin, and most people fall into that category. Lots of times though, your skin will change throughout the year, so keep that in mind. I am normal during the summer and dry in the wintertime, so I do have to wear heavier moisturizers on my face in the wintertime. Otherwise, I'm like constantly wanting to scratch my skin off. There are, of course, a whole bunch of other types of skin types. Just because you break out all the time doesn't mean you have oily skin. Just because your face is itchy doesn't mean you have dry skin. Understanding your own skin's needs and the issues that you and your face face will go a long way in helping you select the proper foundation. If you've gotten through all of this and you're still with me, now we can move on to part 3. Alright, now we finally get to start talking about color. And MAC foundations almost always use a color concept that involves warm skin tones and cool skin tones. In MAC universe, warm skin tones are pink-based, cool skin tones are yellow-based. A lot of other cosmetics companies actually reverse this. That's completely okay, just understand the lingo. Now, you should be able to tell your skin's undertone, the pink or yellow-based, by looking at the veins in your arm. So says MAC. If you have blue veins, then you probably have pink skin tone or warm skin. If you have green veins, then you're probably a Vulcan. The reason I say that is because, honestly, in my opinion, it means f*** all. The only way for you to match a foundation to your skin tone is to try it on. That's all. There's nothing else to it. Just put it on your face and try it out. If you don't like it, if it's not working, return it. If you shop at a place that doesn't accept returns, shop at another place, because that's totally bogus. One of the things that you also need to be aware of when shopping for a MAC foundation is just because you are an NC30 in Studio Fix Fluid doesn't mean that you are an NC30 in Select SPF 15, because they're completely different colors. MAC has this sort of color chart where they do NC and NW and blah blah blah, but when you start looking at this foundation versus this foundation, it's different. That's just the way that it is. It doesn't really bother me so much. It just means that, well, it's kind of silly. But you figure each thing has different ingredients, so they get as close as they can, but it's not spot on perfect. So just keep that in mind, and don't think just because, hey, I'm an NC20, so I can get every foundation in NC20. No, it won't work. As an example, I am anywhere between an NC15, NC20, NW15, and an NW20 pretty much all year round, but that's the color range that I sit in depending on what product I am using. Sometimes NW15 looks great on me. Sometimes it's way, way, way too light. There's no way to tell unless I try it on. And if you do tan, if in the summer you're outside a lot, change your foundation if it doesn't match your skin anymore. You may be one shade in the winter and one shade in the summer. That's just how it is if you go outside and you tan a lot. Just make sure that you update your foundation so you don't look like John Leguizamo in Tu Wong Fu. Unless you're going for that look. So that's it. Try it on. See how it works. Ask for a sample if you don't want to buy the full jar. They'll give you a sample. MAC is amazing about returns. So if you don't like something, just take it back. No one will think less of you. It's your money, it's your foundation, it's your skin, it should match your face. That's all. I've had to do it before. I've had salespeople tell me, oh, you're this and this, and they put it on my skin. I go home and I try it, and I'm like, no, I'm not. And I say it like that too. No, I'm not. Really, really annoying, like a duck. Last thing I'll say is you're also not going to know how your skin will react right away. Unless you are very allergic to one of the ingredients in a foundation, you won't notice any change in your skin in the first 5 minutes before you start to notice whether or not a foundation is going to make you break out, it's going to make you get all oily, or make you get all flaky and weird. It's just going to take some time. So keep at it. Try it out with different things. Your moisturizer, like I said, will affect a foundation. So especially you find that something is slipping, it may not be your foundation, it may be your moisturizer, and you want to try something else. And yeah, that's it. I hope this helps. I hope it is a fun guide to choosing foundation the next time you are shopping. Stay tuned for the next sort of version of this video, which will be reviewing every foundation that MAC makes. I bought all the ones that I didn't have so I could try them out for a week. I made Jay try them out for a week too, because he's got oily skin, I've got drier skin, so I think we've got it covered. It was an interesting, couple months that I was sitting here trying all these things out. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will talk to you soon. I will see you soon. Take care. Drive safe.